Hello, friends. Welcome to DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low-stakes, absolutely no-shame story of a DNF in the ultramarathon, sub-ultra, FKT, or through hike world. For those that aren't familiar, DNF stands for Deep Neck Flexor. Just kidding. It doesn't mean that. It means did not finish. We would love to hear your stories about DNFing an endurance effort, so you can send those to us so we can tell each other your story. You can send it to dnfconfessions@gmail.com, or you can slide into our DMs on Instagram at dnf.diaries. If you like to be kept anonymous, we can we can do that too. Just let us know, because otherwise we're just going to say your name, because so far everyone's wanted us to say their names. And also send us a photo from it too, because we'll put that as the background for the episode. What else? Arlee, did you have anything else on that?
No, I just remembered that we might not have a photo yet for this story, but we got to look, or I'll look and then can email them.
Sweet.
Remembered about it. I don't remember if we have a photo or not.
One day if we don't get one in time, we should do a drawing. We should draw it.
Oh my God, that would be so fun if we just did like a drawing, like, you know, when they do like a sketch of like what the criminal looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do. A sketch of what the DNF looks like.
The DNF person without anything in mind, without any visual, just like do it off memory.
Yeah,
I love it.
because just based off their story, this is what we think it looked like. Oh my gosh, like you know, those like a cartoon. I could get back into my cartoon drawing phase.
Yeah, I used to draw anime in middle school, so I could make an anime version of it.
That's so middle school of you.
Yeah,
wow,
super the anime.
Was it like kind of emo, like a bit edgy?
Oh, I had some like edgy characters. They were mainly like ninja characters because I watch a lot of Naruto.
Good.
Big into Naruto. Yeah.
I love middle school.
Yeah. Our names.
So
my name is Tara. Arlee is with me right now. That's who I'm talking
right over
to.
Here. That's me.
Yeah.
Arlee, the other voice. The other voice in your other ear.
My chosen adventure is drawing anime characters.
Ooh. Right now, my chosen adventure is running on the treadmill and watching The Traitors, because it's continues to be negative degrees. But also because I'm obsessed with The Traitors. I'd heard everybody talking about it, and then finally I was like, I'm getting a Peacock membership. I'm canceling Netflix. I'm getting Peacock. And
I just looked it up. What's it about?
Oh my God, Tara, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. Every listener, you have to watch it. Everybody's hype, it lives up to it. So it's Alan Cumming. I don't know what he's from. I kept thinking he was from Harry Potter. He's not.
I think he's from Spy Kids, I think.
Yes, I think you're right. And maybe like Shark Boy and Lava Girl too.
Yes.
Like that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so he has this castle in Scotland, and he invites all these celebrities there. They're like people from like Real Housewives come, and like winners of Survivor, and like other like reality game shows like The Challenge and Big Brother. I don't really know what those are. And then some like other random kind of like TV show celebrities. And there's like a bunch of different versions of The Traitors, but I've been watching the US version. So they go to this castle. There's like, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them probably. And then they all sit around this table as soon as they get there. And Alan Cumming, and they put blindfolds on. Alan Cumming walks around the table and taps 2 or 3 of them on the shoulder. And then those 2 or 3 are traitors. And they meet in the top of the castle every night to murder somebody. And then every night, every day, they have these challenges where everybody's competing together to win money for the prize purse. And then every night, the group as a whole sits around a table and votes somebody off that they think is a traitor. And then the traitors go up to their castle and decide who they're going to kill every episode. And then if there's any traitors left at the end of the game, they get all the money. Otherwise, the faithfuls get to split it. It's crazy. It's so good.
Wait, so they don't know who's a
No.
traitor? Oh, wow.
No. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's really good.
Who got murdered this season so far?
I'm watching season 3 right now, and people from Survivor, they've been killing the Survivor
Well,
winners.
yeah, they're the most strategic ones.
Yeah, the housewives are my favorite. There's
Ugh.
also, like a British royal is in this season, like, it's kind of
Oh.
random. Yeah.
Oh, so cool. All right.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
it's
I'll check it
so
out.
good. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
What are you gonna do when you have to run back on trails and you can't watch all the shows?
So I did actually run
You've been
outside. I've been
Oh.
on the treadmill like never before. I ran outside last Tuesday for the first time in like 3 weeks, and it was 0 degrees. It was actually 0 degrees. Um, and you know what? That was really hard. I think my heart rate was 183 at one point, which is
Oh.
unhealthy, I'm sure.
Don't ask me. I don't know what my heart rate is at any time ever.
I like to look sometimes. A lot of the time,
Oh,
it's interesting. So, and I think I'm gonna run outside tomorrow, and I think it's gonna be 0 degrees again. It was -15 this morning, which
oh.
is insane.
Well, it's
So,
exactly 60 degrees here in Durango.
wow,
It's insane. Yeah,
that's
the weather is
balmy,
crazy. I wanna ask you,
tropical.
I've been wanting to ask you this. We talked
Yeah.
about this a little bit before we came on, but I just wanna ask you on air, what did you think about interviewing Des Linden? What did that
Oh
mean
my
to you,
god.
and how was it? And tell everybody that they should listen to that episode because it was
Oh my
so good.
god. Okay, everyone has to listen to that episode. If Des is listening now, just fast forward. Yeah, I don't want this is embarrassing for you to hear this. Like, just fast forward like a minute. I mean, really 6 minutes. I could talk for a long time. I'm gonna hold back. Okay, it was so incredible. And it was just like, oh my god, I'm, like, getting nervous just talking about it. Like, you and I were just, like, chit-chatting before, and then you're like, "Oh, she's in the waiting room, I'm gonna let her in," and then all of a sudden, Jazz is on screen. I wasn't ready to see her, to meet her. She's so cool. She's so, like,
Mhm,
laid back, but, like, business also. She's so
mhm,
business.
mhm. She's a
Yeah.
professional for sure.
Dude, and she's like an OG
Yeah,
too. I don't think I
yeah.
realized, like, how long she'd been a professional runner for.
Dude, since I was in middle school.
Yeah, like, the 2012 Olympics was, like, the middle of her career.
Yeah, she's been
Yeah,
running pretty competitively for a very long time.
she's incredible. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, so that was the last episode, episode 24, so go back and listen to that because it was a fun conversation. Me and Arlie don't claim to be experts in pretty much anything, especially marathon distance. We learned a lot talking with Des. We were like I was like,
Oh my god.
"Oh, this is like a whole thing. Wow, I didn't realize the Olympics were so serious. Goodness gracious."
Oh my god. Okay, well, I heard this week. I think one of my friends told me it because they listened to a podcast with Molly Seidel, who somebody was like, well, this like makes me feel better about not knowing that much about marathons, even though like we both run a lot. Because I heard that Molly Seidel was like, yeah, like I was throwing up a lot at Bandera. Like I've never really had electrolytes before. And my friends and I, we were like, well, yeah, like you're running for like 2 hours. Like you're probably like you can probably get by, you know? So it like I'm like her being like, I didn't really realize that like,
Hmm.
you needed a lot of that. I'm like, oh yeah, like it's okay that we don't know a lot about
Yeah,
marathons because like
two
she's an Olympian.
yeah, two different worlds. But if you
Yeah.
wanna learn more
Yeah.
about if you're into the Olympics right now, which are on, and you wanna learn more about what it's like to get into a Summer Olympic, you should listen to that episode, because Des gave us her experience.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was
y
great.
We want to thank you, Ultra, for sponsoring this podcast. I've been wearing the Experience Wild and the Experience Flow quite a bit, and the new Experience collection is like really good. I'm really stoked on it. Like legitimately super stoked on this shoe. Have you tried them yet?
No. Are you experiencing it?
Yeah, I'm super experienced in the shoe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe I
it's
should
quite.
try it though.
You
Maybe I'll
should.
ask Cold Dog for some.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
nice. What
Okay.
have you been wearing on the treadmill?
Um, the same ones that I always wear. Why can't I can never
Torin?
remember them. Yeah, the Torin. I wanted
Yeah,
to call
that's
it
a
the
good one.
Timp, but I was like, I know that's wrong. And I know they're not the Riveras. Yeah, the Torin.
Mhm. Yeah,
They're so
yeah,
steady.
yeah,
Big
yeah,
fan.
yeah,
Yeah.
big fan. You wanna get into Ultra News and
Yeah.
updates?
We like don't really have very much ultra news. I
N
feel like running
no.
is or like sports are like really taking off right now, but it's
Mhm.
for the last couple of weeks we don't have very much.
No,
Um
not really. There's not, like, a whole lot of races going on at the moment. There are,
yeah.
but, uh, there's a lot of races, but
I feel
they're
like
random.
next episode we'll have some good stuff between Black Canyon and Tarawera
Oh,
to be able
yeah,
to talk
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll get this
But
episode out on Tuesday, and
mhm.
that is the Tuesday before Terraware and Black Canyon. They're both really stacked fields, and for men and the women's side, and there's 3 golden tickets for men and women at Black Canyon, and I believe it's 2 for Terrawera. So
I'm gonna look.
we're gonna have a lot to talk about the next episode, to talk about people who are going to be in black or in western states, so that's exciting. And also like
Yeah.
just a fun race. It's Black Canyon's fun. It's fun to like see where everyone's at, how their winter training is gone. It's like everyone's back on the scene. And then Tarawera Robin, our friend Robin's doing Tarawera. She's been in New Zealand for quite a while.
Okay. Okay. Tarawera just has 2.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay, so I see on this script or run sheet that there's a Nike Trail is signing new athletes.
Oh
What
yeah.
is the dish on that?
Oh yeah, I
Who did
think
they
they've
sign?
they relaunched their, was it All Conditions group,
Mm,
crew, whatever,
yeah.
that little the shirt, the thing, the gauze shirt, the fishing net shirt, the crew that runs on the trails, they're the All Conditions crew. Whatever. They signed some people. They signed some new athletes. Really good athletes like uh Jennifer Litcher, Adam Mary, among a lot of other people.
Great.
So good for them.
Can't wait to see this season's shirts drop.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm most excited about. What do you think the shirts will look like?
I mean, God, I hope they have fabric on the armpits. That's like my one wish. Maybe it'll be like armpit fabric with just like spaghetti strap tank. Like, but just like the rest is just like cut out, you know?
I like to I like to think it's just like these flimsy little pieces of fabric that just hit your body when they're wet. It's just like a hard slap, and they say you must moist them to keep your body cool. The slapping of the straps just, it keeps you cool
It's
somehow.
perfect. It's
It
made of
creates enough
Frog
wind.
Tog's fabric, like not the Frog Tog like rain jacket suits, but the kind that like were popular in like 2010 that like stay wet once you get them wet, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what they're made out of.
It's their uniform is just frog tog. It's just a frog tog
Yes.
full
It's a Frog
suit
Tog tank.
with cutout armpits and
Yeah.
other holes.
And other holes for cooling. It's moth tech.
I
Do you
mean,
think Nike Trail, OCG, whatever, ACG was going for moth tech chic? Like Moth Tech Formal?
I
Is
think
that what
they're
that
going
was?
for Maine lobster catcher
Oh,
chic. Yeah.
Fisherman's
Like
Ball.
fisherman gets caught in fishing net.
Wow. Sounds traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, moving on.
I love making fun of Nike because they have so much money, and if you have money, you're fair game. That's the
Okay, I
rule.
do have a conspiracy about Nike, actually.
I love
And
it.
my conspiracy is that Nike Trail is rebranding so hard as this like ACG thing and also calling themselves Nike Trail instead of just Nike because they are like, we do not want to be associated with the like crazy nonsense that is like Nike track and field and like all of the like
Oh,
bad things that Nike track and field has been associated with. They're like, we still
yeah.
want to dominate running, but we like don't want people to be like, oh, Nike, remember Alberto? That's a bad guy. They're like, we just want to be so left field from Nike and like USATF.
Yeah, like cool and chic and new. Like, look at us.
Yes.
New,
Yes.
the new kids on the block, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's my
I love
theory.
it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for more jokes, memes about the Nike Trail
It's
costume.
going to be so costume. Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe for Halloween, we should be Nike Trail athletes.
Yeah. I love that. Who would you dress up as? Which specific Nike athlete?
Well, I'm going to make a t-shirt, a tank top out of frog togs. So, and then cut the armpits out. Well, I don't want to be any of the specific Nike Trail athletes because they're all like, I don't want to make fun of them, just
They're
of
all
the
good people.
company. Yeah.
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 The company can take it. They can
Yeah. They
take
can take
it.
a hit and they're
Yeah.
fine. They're
Yeah,
billionaires.
you're literally fine. Don't come at me. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
don't come at us, Nike. This is all in jokes and fun. There's a moving on, there's a note about last skier standing, and they did
Yes.
not need the Nike cooling shirt for this because
God,
it was
no.
so cold, right? Do you
Negative
want to
temps all weekend. Last skier
wow.
standing happened this past weekend, and I didn't really
Uh,
follow the event, but I saw some updates and I felt like it was noteworthy. You know, got to bring New England into this, the Northeast.
Could you
Uh
could you explain where it's at
oh,
and
yeah.
what
So
it
it's
is? Like what kind of skiing?
it's in Maine at some ski hill. I don't remember which one. Doesn't really matter. And it's like uphill skiing, so like ski touring. It's like a backyard ultra, but on skis. So like every hour on the hour you're going up and then you're going back down the ski hill and you're skiing like alpine skis, touring skis. I don't know the specifics. I don't really know that much about skis. So this year, so just like a backyard ultra, you need two people, right, to finish the race, an assist before you can get the winner, right, the last skier left. So Brianna Karboski, 64 laps, she had the assist. She added 26 laps to the women's record.
Wow.
And Lucas J won with 65 laps.
Wow.
Insane, absolutely nuts.
Wow.
And then the weekend before, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, last Nordic skier standing happened, which is the same thing, but you're on Nordic skis, so you're doing that for however long of a loop, every hour on the hour. Brutally didn't even last 24 hours. It was so cold. People were dropping left and right because it was freezing. It was like -30.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It was crazy. Like absolutely nuts. Lance was there, Kate
Mhm.
Miller was
Mhm.
there, and Ryan Montgomery was there
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a crew.
Yeah, totally insane.
I think Lance is going into the race with the flu, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
good.
Wow. No.
No. No. Last Ultra news is the Olympics. The last I heard, only women had won gold medals for the Team USA.
Well, that makes
So
sense.
shout out women. Saw
Yeah.
that coming.
Women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows this, but what's her name? What's her name?
Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah, got injured
God, I
yesterday.
know. Didn't look
So
good. She
no.
crashed into the flag,
Oh
hurt her
my
shoulder, but
God.
she said no regrets. She said even though I'm in a lot of pain, like I don't regret getting to the starting line.
Oh
Said,
yeah.
let's fucking go, Lindsay.
Yeah. I haven't
Yeah.
watched anything. I haven't watched the Olympics at all, and not
Ugh.
even an ounce.
I watched the
Eh,
skiathlon and Jessie Diggins did not do so well.
oh no?
I know, but I think she's competing in other events too, so hopefully she'll do better in those. She fell during the first lap and
Hmm.
um, fell behind,
Hmm.
but that's okay. She
Darn.
always races in glitter, so we're big
Oh,
fans. I
we
know.
love it. We love to hear it.
Yeah,
Even have you seen your boy Scott Jurek making fun of people who wear glitter
what
at
an
races?
idiot.
And
He doesn't know shit. He doesn't know anything.
the way that he makes fun is like actually kind of like a good thing. He's like, when you see somebody with glitter at a race, you know that their crew's going to be like 25 people. I'm like, yeah,
Oh
because they're
yeah.
fun and they have friends. Yeah, that's why. Sorry, I'm not a downer. Sorry, my friends like me. Anyways, are we? So it's not my week, it's your week. We don't have a guess. It's Arlee's story. Are you
Mm-hmm.
ready? Are you ready
Oh
for
yeah,
this?
I'm ready.
Woo! I'm
I'm ready.
excited. I'm excited to
So
be told a story.
today we are going to tell a DNF story from a stay-at-home dad's very first ultra. CJ is our stay-at-home dad, and he has 4 kids and a wife. There is a country song from 2004 by Lone Star called Mr. Mom about a dad who becomes a stay-at-home dad when he gets fired or laid off or whatever, and it is hilarious. Great listen. Would recommend. Pause now, listen to Mr. Mom, come back in, I don't know,
Okay.
3.5 minutes.
I'm writing
Yeah.
it down.
Anyways, CJ spends his stay-at-home dad time working part-time at REI and doing volunteer work with the Georgia ATC. He helps with trail work, leads hikes, and teaches leave no trace to people. He also spends like a lot of time on trail every year, logging around 500 miles a year.
Wow.
Unclear how much time this stay-at-home dad is really spending at home. And he does want to thru hike at some point in his life. So stay-at-home dad's got dreams. In CJ's spare time as a stay-at-home dad with 4 kids and a part-time job, he was closely, dare I say obsessively, following along with the chump change AT FKT. So
Yeah.
shout out, big shout out. CJ felt super inspired by all of that, by all of you guys, and brought Maureen, one of his daughters, to cross paths with chump change somewhere in Georgia.
It was the last crew stop is where we met her, and then she came to the finish with her dad. It was great.
Oh
Maureen
my
and CJ.
gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I didn't realize it was like that close to the end.
Very last crew stop.
Well, this was such an incredible moment for the two of them, and it inspired CJ to give trail running a shot. And I personally hope that it has also inspired Maureen to run. So hopefully she'll sign up for Girls on the Run. And when I was a kid, I did Girls on the Run. Did you do it as a kid, Tara?
No, I did like I taught in high school. I taught like just boys and girls how to do track things, but wasn't Girls on the Run.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll be a coach this year, so shout out to my team.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's not competitive.
But it is.
Yeah.
Everything's a competition.
Isn't it? So after meeting Chump Change, CJ was totally wowed by the regular people who were out there like doing these incredible, totally outstanding things. And he was kind of like, well, shit, I'm a regular person. I can also do these things and I'm going to give it a go. And that was the spark that lit the fire for giving ultra running a go. So if you are listening to this podcast and you or your loved ones have never experienced the trail running community, sign up or show up to any trail race nearby. It is the greatest thing of all time. It will hook, line, and sinker you like nothing else. The only other thing that comes close is a YouTube ultra running movie about women. So,
yes.
They get you every time. They're so good.
Good point.
Yeah. Tara, do you remember your first kind of like intro to the trail running community?
Let's see here. Yeah, I had such a weird like intro to the trail running community. Like I did the MST and no trail runners actually came out to pace me, and I actually didn't really know exactly what I was doing. And then I paced before that I paced Liz on her AT-FKT, but at the same time, like we were just like also all on vibes. There was no real community out there besides me, Liz, and Warren Doyle. So I guess the first like real introduction to trail running community would have to be in San Diego, my first trail marathon race up near LA. And honestly, I was really nervous. I was all by myself and I went in, race, and got out of there as soon as possible because I was just like, I don't know anyone. Yeah, that was my first experience.
Nice. Okay. So CJ decides to become a runner, adding another hobby to his stay-at-home dad repertoire. He is about to turn 50, and so he says, let's give it a freaking try. I'm going to be a runner.
Yes.
And like many a 50-year-old man, he says, no challenge too big, no challenge too hard. Who's going to carry the boats? Me. Who's going to carry the logs? Me. And he signed up for an incredibly challenging 50-mile race. He took the bull by the horns, some might say, as his first running race or foot race, basically ever. He picked something real mighty, you might say. So he's scrolling ultra sign up, a pastime that many of us do in secret, in the dark, and then you clear your search history afterwards. But you also text the race link to all of your BFFs. CJ found a race that he shares the initials with. He found the Cruel Jewel 50, and he signed up without a second thought. The Cruel Jewel 50, the CJ 50, is 57 miles. Big surprise, and ultra is longer than the advertised distance. And it has over 17,000 feet of gain. So, Tara, you have run the Cruel Jewel 100. What
107.
107. Thank you. Again, longer than the advertised distance. Funny little joke. What are your memories of that 107-mile course?
Well, it was to this day the hardest thing I've done, and I think that was based off like experience because that was like my third or fourth 100, and like obviously, like I think that like Hard Rock probably was like is a harder course, but like for where I was at, that was like the hardest race. Like I was throwing up so much, and it was like my first time like just out there on my own. Like I didn't really see a lot of crew, which was only my mom. It was like really, really hard. It was a lot of elevation gain, a lot of darkness, a lot of throwing up. And then you get to like it's on this thing. They like switched the course, so it's like different now, but you finish on the what's it called? The DRT, I think it's Duncan Ridge Trail. I think that's what it's called. Somebody correct me. And it's just like it's undulating. It's like up, down, up, down. Oh, it's so ridiculous. And then you get to the top of like this last climb, and at the very top, and you have like a little bit to go. You don't know how long, but at the top of this climb, it says, "Congratulations, you got to 100 miles. If this was a regular 100 miler, you'd be finished by now, but you still have like 7 miles to go. So have fun." And then you run down to the finish, and it's so hard. Yeah, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. As far as 100-milers go.
That sounds brutal. Is it a Hard Rock qualifier? I feel like it should be.
Oh, it has to be. I'm pretty sure it is. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be. If it's not, it should be.
Should be. Unclear. CJ wasn't really looking for a Hard Rock bid, so that's not part of this story. Do your own research. So I also did some more research on the Cruel Jewel situation, and I asked my buddy Ben Feinson what his memories are of the course, because he has also done the Cruel Jewel 100. He did it the same year that Tara did. And he has also submitted a DNF story that is going to be a special treat, but
yay.
it'll come later. It's going to be a really special treat. So keep listening to the pod. Anyways, Ben said that the climbs on the Duncan Ridge Trail are super ridiculously rugged, and the course is absolutely gorgeous. He also remembered about this 3-mile out and back, like serious descent and climb to an aid station. And he said that there was a sign that said, "This completely unnecessary out and back is the reason your race is 106, not 100.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's like a bit sick and twisted of the race.
Yeah, it was.
Like put that sign there.
I totally forgot about that. That felt like a dream. That honestly felt like a dream. The race company's called Dumbass. I'm pretty sure right. Dumbass Race Company or whatever race. So you can do with that information what you will. Yeah, it's so silly.
So CJ has signed up for this race as his first ever ultra. He's adding running to his list of dad hobbies, right? He starts training for an ultra, and I'm sure that his wife said, "Oh, another time-intensive hobby? Love to see it." Just kidding. I have no idea what his wife said about CJ beginning his running journey with a really intense 50-mile ultra. But I do know that there are a significant amount of ya boy memes about this exact situation. So, listeners, spend your free time digging into those. Send them to our Instagram account, please. So this race is in May. The Cruel Jewel 50 is in May, and CJ starts his training in the late summer before the May before the race. So like I don't know, like 9 months ahead of time ish.
Good timing.
Yeah, totally good timing. And so it's pretty intense in the fall, like the training is. And he was like really getting out and doing a lot of his running on trails. It seems like he lives in like a really good area for getting on trails a lot. Just like with all the work he does with the Georgia ATC, he must be like in good proximity to trails. And so during this like intense block of training, he was working really, really hard to avoid overuse injuries. And he had like a couple little hints of overuse popping up here and there. But as like I feel like every runner knows, overuse injuries are just like so annoying and are just like the bane of a runner's existence. So Tara, what is your personal flavor of overuse injury? Mine is like a lovely 3-scoop special of shin splints or like strange right outer knee pain or like a very tight left calf. It's a real like pick your poison. Like what flavor are you going to get today? What's your personal flavor?
I get tight hamstrings a lot, specifically on the right side. And I found that like a helpful dose of muscle flossing. I think that's what Megan calls it. Neural flossing. Sorry, neural flossing really helps. Look it up. I don't need to explain it, but neural flossing helps with tight hamstrings.
I can't wait to look that up.
I'm looking it up right now to make sure it's not. Okay, yes, this is exactly what you do. Neural flossing. It looks so weird.
Oh, I can't wait. So CJ comes into this training block with a super solid hiking base, and he was like really focusing on speed and elevation. He was feeling stronger and stronger, and his runs were getting longer, which is great to hear. So music to any runner's ears, feeling stronger, runs getting longer, also rhymes. On December 18th, it's never good when a specific date is involved. CJ went out for a 5-mile run, hoping to loosen up some hip pain, but instead it got worse, like 7 out of 10 on the pain scale worse. Oh. He was managing like maybe 3,000 steps a day, a dramatic decrease in his previous averages, and he was also housing ibuprofen. But he is still like 6 months from the race, so there's time to course correct and overcome this issue. However, personally, I can say that I would probably be both spiraling and doing whatever like weird random things I thought would help or that the internet said would help. And I would also be panic emailing my PT. Shout out Emma. Done that before. I'm sure I'll do it again. So CJ waits like a month before he seeks professional help. And he doesn't start going to the chiropractor until January. But when he does start going, he's going like every other day, and it does start to help. I don't really know like what chiropractors do. Do you know what they do?
No, I don't. But if you thought that, chiropractic, you don't really know what they are doing, they now have animal chiropractors. I saw that just popped up in our town here in Durango. There's an animal chiropractor. So if it couldn't get any more confusing, there's that as well.
Love another wrench. So CJ he's going to the chiropractor every other day. Things are getting better. But then he goes roller skating with his kids. Oh. And he falls and he like bruises his ribs and he like re-hurts the hip. It's a real doozy of a roller skating accident.
Oh no. Maureen probably had to help him off the rink.
Probably. But he sticks with a chiropractor. He keeps going. He gets some electrotherapy. Lots of heat and ice. And so now by mid-March, he is back on the trails. He's got 2 months until race time. Tons of time. He can totally turn this around. CJ tries to make up for lost time. He puts in as many miles as he can on the local trails, he's playing the balancing game of like training enough without getting injured, threading the needle. Race day comes and he is feeling healthy and strong. He was hoping for stronger, but he's going to take what he can get. And he's just like stoked to be there and to be feeling healthy and strong, like by any means. He writes his mantra on the top of his Ultra Olympus sixes. He writes "keep
Oh,
going" in Sharpie,
love
like on
it.
the toes. I know. Love
Oh,
this.
love
And
that.
he writes on the toes because he's like, then I'll be staring at this for the whole race. So
Oh,
it's like such a good way to remember a mantra. Incredible. It's race day. It's race weekend. It's time to finally get after it. CJ has been planning for this race for like almost a year now. It's his debut into ultra running. He is hungry for the pain and suffering that he is undoubtedly going to experience on this 50-mile journey. His crew includes his brother Bobby and Bobby's fiance Carol and CJ's wife Katie. The group camps nearby and they cheer on the 100-milers who start on Friday night, I think, or Friday afternoon
oof.
sometime. Yeah, and then CJ and all them, they eat an early dinner and they go to bed early. Big day coming up, so early to bed. The team wakes up on Saturday and they head to the start of the 50. CJ is feeling excited and nervous, scared, happy, and ready. He's feeling this all at one time. So it's a lot. It's a lot of buzzing.
It's a lot going on.
A lot going on. CJ, he starts to recognize like a ton of people who are at the start line, which is like a really comforting feeling to see
Mm-hmm.
all these familiar faces at the start of this like big adventure that's also like pretty scary but very exciting. He sees our good friend Emily Cameron there. She was
Oh,
photographing the race,
so good.
and CJ had met her when he went to go meet you on the AT with Maureen, his
Uh-huh.
daughter. And then Sean, the race director, he draws a line in the gravel with his foot. Old school. It's an old school race. And the race begins. The runners are off. CJ is off. He is tearing up and is
Oh,
beginning the grandest 50th birthday adventure that he's ever dreamed of.
oh,
I know.
so sweet.
It's so sweet. Tara, what do you want your 50th birthday adventure to be? What do you think you're going to scheme up?
Oh, oh, oh. You know what? My friend just told me about this. He's about to do this. He's like a 50-odd-year-old guy, but he wants to do all the 14ers in Colorado within 14 days. And like,
Oh my
I'm like, I would
God.
love to do that. I don't know when I can do that now, but I would love to do that, sometime in the future. So that's a top of mind thing is all the 14ers within 14 days. You stay at the trailhead, you'd like get some food in the van and you just have an adventure.
All right. So back to CJ and his 50th birthday adventure. The race begins with a super steep climb, the first of many, and it takes runners up to the Coosa Backcountry Trail. By
Mhm.
mile six-ish, the pack is thinned out and it's a bit easier to move around, like less of a conga line bottleneck and more just runners on trails. There's another big 2,000-foot climb up to the Duncan Ridge Trail, which is notoriously hard, as we've heard. It has also been referred to as the hardest trail in Georgia, and
Yes.
CJ has a plan for this section. His plan is to hike the DRT sections and then mix in running like where possible. And he sticks with this plan, and at the aid station he feels like he does a great job fueling with water and snacks. Tara, do you usually have a plan for like how to approach like really big climbs in a race?
Um, yeah, these days it's just if you can run it, just run it until you have to hike. And then, there's a certain point in running where it's like in trail running where it's like it's faster to hike up something than it
Mhm.
is to run up something. And you're using different muscles. So, like, if I am getting a little tired of like running up a mountain, even if I can continue running up it, sometimes it's nice to like switch it up and like hike up it. And like that's like pretty much the same thing. And you're using different muscles. Um, so I would say it depends on whatever mountain or hill I'm running up, but that's pretty much the plan. Oh, and fueling. Fueling while you're going up and not fueling on the downhill. Fueling on the uphill is a lot easier. And maybe you can be able to process that food before you're going downhill where it's all going to just be sloshing around your stomach.
Wow, that's great advice. Okay. I'm gonna employ that advice one day when I'm off the treadmill. So when CJ leaves the aid station, he brings along an extra 500 milliliters of water. He was already
Good.
carrying a liter and a half, but he
Oof.
is like really wanting to have enough water during this
Mhm.
8-mile stretch between aid stations. By mile 18, he is averaging a 3.1 mile per hour pace, and he is like totally stoked on this. He just
Good.
keeps saying to himself, "Holy shit, I am really doing this."
Oh,
I know. So cool. He is still drinking water and he's fueling well with snacks. They're about 18 miles in and they have another steep climb up to Rhodes Mountain left before they start to drop down into Skeena Gap, which is the first paved road crossing.
yes.
On the way down to Skeena Gap, it starts to like really get hot out. And it was a quick stop at the aid station down there because CJ knew he could see his crew in 6 miles. So he kind of wanted to breeze in and out of that. This would be the first time he gets to see his crew, and he is more than ready for that. He is hiking and running the section between Skeena Gap and Wilscott Gap where his crew is. He gets there around 6 p.m. and it's the 29-mile mark. So he's just over halfway
Oh,
through with the race.
so good.
And it felt so glorious to pass the halfway mark in the race. And he also gets to see his crew, which is just like such an incredible euphoric feeling. I
Mm,
love seeing my crew. It's
I
so
love that.
bittersweet because I'm like, oh my God, I love seeing my crew, but I also can't stop and hang out here with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. CJ stays at this aid station for a while. He's like really trying to take care of himself. We call this self-care. Cleo, when I wrote this script a while ago and when I did, she had recently learned a new definition for self-care. And that definition was doing things for your future self. And which like
Mm,
really blew my mind. I was like, wow, what a great way to think of self-care. And this is
mm,
exactly what CJ's doing at this aid station. He is like doing things for his future self. So
love
shout out
it.
to Cleo and CJ and our current selves for bringing all of y'all's future selves this incredible episode.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. From future us. Anyways, during this 45-minute aid station stop, CJ eats a hamburger, hydrates, has a
Wow.
protein shake, changes shirts, takes care of his muddy feet, talks with the crew, gets ready to charge ahead. He generally felt that things were like going totally swell. He had discounted some light dizzy spells and had just attributed them to the heat.
Mhm.
This is potential
Hmm.
foreshadowing.
Hmm.
Tara, do you predict any issues popping up?
Sounds like he's underhydrated maybe, and maybe he needs to get some more fluids on board. I don't know. I'm not a professional. Dizzy spell, this sounds like concerning, especially if, I mean, on the like trails out there, you're like really out there. And also, if he falls, it sounds like falling has not been working in his favor recently. So I really hope he doesn't fall and then continue to injure himself, continue to go to the chiropractor, which we're not even sure does anything, but who's counting?
So in the second half of the race, CJ is feeling good. He is hiking the ups and running the downs, and he's obviously taking pictures of everything along the way. My buddy Ben had said that the course is absolutely gorgeous, so CJ is taking full advantage of that. He is glad to feel that it's cooling off some and that he's still holding a 2.9 mile per hour pace. He is all like, things are great. Things are so great. Things are the best they have ever been. And that's just like such a wonderful thing to be thinking. So he gets to his crew again at Old Dial.
Mm-hmm.
The crew had barbecue. Absolute ballers.
Oh,
I know. One time I had a pacer for like the back half of 100, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I had a steak dinner while you were running." I was like, "What?" It was a baller move. I was like, "Has it been that long?" And they were like, "Yeah, it has." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
I love that.
It was
The
great.
things that my pacers and crew have told me that they've done while I've been out running, I'm like, there's no way you fit all of that in that time period. Like
I know.
that's how has time moved that actually moved that fast while you're running.
Yeah. So CJ wasn't planning on staying at this aid station long, but that quickly changed. He started getting these like big, intense shivers, and he was like really cold. He
Whoa.
was having another one of those dizzy spells, and he couldn't eat, even though he had been like eating really good all day. His
Oh.
heart rate also wasn't really going down, or it was at least taking a really long time to go down just a little bit.
Oh
So
no.
CJ sat there for 30 minutes trying to get his heart rate down and trying to eat. Nothing was getting better. So he tries a new tactic. He changes his clothes and takes a 30-minute nap and tries to like dine and dash back to the trails. That was kind of like his plan. Tara,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that this is going to help?
No.
It does. Kind of,
Oh.
but also not really.
I always think because we're doing a DNF story, it's only going to get worse. I'm happy to
He
hear that it gets better.
he wakes up. He wasn't dizzy anymore, which is like totally good, but he still couldn't eat and he was still shivering like so much.
Oh my gosh.
He's walking up and down the road, like at the aid station, trying to get his body into gear. Like maybe if I start walking around moving, like things will wake up and kind of like click into place. He does this like cool and funny thing where he calls his legs meat sticks. And he said the meat sticks were just not locking into gear. If you go back a number of episodes, you'll get a different take on meat sticks, courtesy of 6th grade. He tries to get all of this working for like 45 minutes, and he's just walking up and down the road crying because it's not working. I know, it's like really sad. And so CJ makes a totally rational choice, deciding that if he can't eat, he probably shouldn't continue to run. He turns in his bib of his first ultra ever, his first ever DNF at mile 35 with 10,000 feet of gain on the meat sticks. Tara, what are your thoughts?
I think I'm maybe a little bit of a hardo, but if I was on his crew, I would just be like, just get on the trail and warm up on the trail. Like keep going by walking. Yeah. I might be a little bit of a hardo in that way though, because like I don't know, he's walking up and down and like you could walk on the trail. And you know, there is a safety issue there. Like if he is a little, well, at this point you did say he wasn't like lightheaded. So, like, it sounds like he could have just, like, warmed up back on the trail and, like, keep going until, like, what I always say, okay, this is me just teaching a lesson at this point. What I always say is, like, keep going until, like, things actually fall apart, and then you can address it there. But if you can still walk, then just do that until you can do more or less. But, I think, like, for his first ultra, though, like, that's a hard first ultra. Like, the DRT is no joke. Cruel Jewel is no joke. Doing 10,000 feet in gain in 35 miles is no joke. And I think it's considered a success because, I mean, I'm guessing he learned something. Does he have, like, any, like, things he learned that he told you about?
Oh, yeah. We've got a little bit of like a little postscript here. So CJ and the crew, they go home and they go to bed. And when he wakes up the next morning, he still couldn't eat. And he felt like this was a sign that he had made the right choice to DNF.
Hmm.
The whole crew went to the finish line to cheer on finishers during golden hour, which is the final hour of the
Hmm.
race before the cutoff. And he saw some of the friends that he had made during the race.
Hmm.
And he saw Emily Cameron again, who was still photographing. One of the buddies that CJ had made during the race, his name was Andy, and he, I think, was running the 100, and he was DFL, dead freaking last. And CJ said it was a true delight to be able to cheer him on.
Mm.
This was the totally epic adventure that CJ was desiring for his 50th birthday.
Aw.
He is like so totally proud of the ways he was able to push his body and of all of the 400 plus miles he got to spend training on the trails for this race.
Aw.
He loved all of it, and through this process, he found another way to enjoy the outdoors. CJ is also hooked on ultras now. The podcasts, the
Aw.
live streams, all of it. His wife and kids think that he is totally crazy, but CJ likes it that way. His whole family is outdoorsy, and he can't wait to bring his kids to a race. He thinks that it's really
Aw.
important for them to kind of witness people failing and pushing their limits and then
Mm.
getting back up again and trying and keep trying. Um, our final kind of like little bits here is that CJ would really like to thank everyone that supported him along the way in training and racing the Cruel Jewel 50 in 2025. He would really, really like to shout out his wife and kids, who are just the most awesome ever.
Oh.
Yeah, and some updates on CJ's ultra journey. He ran and completed the Blood Rock 50K in December. And
Oh,
I
nice.
know! He plans to return to Cruel Jewel 50 in 2027, and he hopes to complete a 50 miler before then. If you would like to follow along in his journey, you can find him at cj.bradbury on Instagram.
Oh,
That's our whole story.
so wholesome.
So wholesome. So
Ugh,
good.
I love that. What would you do? I'm interested. What would you do if that
Mm,
was like, if you were in that situation?
I don't know. Probably try and go back out. I probably would have tried to spend less time in the aid station
Mm-hmm.
and probably would have just tried to take food with me
Mm-hmm.
and just eat after I started moving
Mm-hmm.
and or drink and not even eat.
Mm-hmm.
Um Also, like, I love a change of clothes. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Like, I don't know, if you're, like, freezing, just start with a bunch of layers on and deal with it later.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of wonder in a caffeine pill, 100 milligram caffeine pill. Just
Yeah.
shoot it, and you're just like, wow, all my worries in the world, they're gone.
Caffeine coulda gone a long ways for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so good. Thank you for telling us that story.
Oh my gosh, of course! What a joy.
Yeah, that was so good. I'm so glad it was about CJ. Rarely do we get to tell stories about our friends, and I consider him a friend. It was so fun to see him and Maureen out there. I mean, mainly it was
so
Maureen.
special.
She was like so stoked. So fun. I'm looking up a review right now. Was that so fun to have Des talk about the reviews?
Oh my gosh, she's great.
Des Linden recommended you guys to do a review, so you have to listen. I mean, it's Des Linden.
You have to listen.
5 stars only,
you have
please.
to listen.
5 stars only. Here we go.
Okay, what do you got?
2 weeks ago, this is about a Des ep. This is 2 weeks ago from EMS 2484, 5 stars. Title is So Happy I Found This Pod. I found this pod through Dez's page and can't believe I haven't found it sooner. Such a huge fan of Tara's and can't wait to listen and learn more from both of you and your guests. I consider myself a, quote, retired trail runner. I laugh at that because I'm generally last or near last to finish. And honestly, I've just gotten too scared to fall these days. Oh. But who knows? Maybe this pod will bring me out of retirement. Looking forward to more episodes. Thanks. Oh, thank you so much.
That was so sweet. Oh, we love it.
We love 5-star review. Since we've been begging a little more, we've gotten a lot more 5-star reviews. Good. So we'll get to your reviews. Just keep reviewing. Keep sending them your way. If you enjoy the podcasts, great. Give us a review. Anything else, Arlee? Do you have anything else?
Like and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Yeah. I did have something else. I just totally forgot what I was going to say. Instagrams, I am Arlee at a.hisk.
That's it. You are Tara.Dower.
Yeah. And we should say at the same time.
DNF.
Ready?
Okay, 1,
DNF.
2, 3. DNF.
Diaries.
Diaries.
The diaries.
Diaries.